Hello, good people. I'm back. I'm gonna try something a little different this time. Because I had every intention on the premiere viewing actually having volume, but something tells me that's for another time. But trust me, children, I will get to you. What I want to talk about now is my main confession. I'm a witch. No. Don't let that scare you. Don't. Because just like everything else good and bad in the world, witches apply too. The only thing bad that you gotta worry about me is don't fuck with me and I won't fuck with you. Everybody knows I'm a good, kind-hearted woman. Natural born woman, to put that out there. But there are a lot of witches out there. There are a lot of gods and goddesses out there. I used to be a Christian. I say used to because they're nuts. I mean, really, think about it. Do not get me wrong. Okay? Jesus believer and follower. Right here. Me. But just like so many other spiritual people, witches get misconstrued. So this is a segment that I'm probably going to call a play on words. Because, really, that's what it is. I'm a different kind of witch. Okay? I got initiated during my part in the spiritual warfare is a Haitian mambo, not mamba, but mambo. That's for the women. For the female, for the male, you would think it would be mamba, mambo, but no. It's something else entirely, and I can't even remember what it is. But look it up. Witch, enchantress, priestess, goddess, earth angel, whatever. We all got powers. They can be used for good and they can be used for bad. Now, when it comes to being used for bad, I don't do that. No. There's enough bad things in the world. There's enough bad things that's happened to me in the world. And the idiots who believe that I ain't gone through nothing, y'all either blind or stupid. But here it is. So many people got this crazy notion that tarot cards are bad. Woo! Get off it. Starting to read tarot was the best damn thing in the world for me. Why God planned it like he did, I don't know. I'm glad he did. Okay? And as a disclaimer, I ain't encouraging nobody to do shiznick, okay? If you do it, you do it. Everybody else wanna copy me, why wouldn't you? I would say my name is Alaina Cain, but hell, half of y'all already know that, and the other half done already took my name. You cannot tell me that there are 10,000 Alaina Cains out there. Either born with that name, which I doubt, because I wasn't even born with it, or married into that name. I'm like an infamous Kim Kardashian. I don't know if she liked being copied like that, but I saw it. It was sickening. Who don't want to be themselves? For you subscribers, you few subscribers, I appreciate you. Obviously, that's not, I'm not going to say that I'm not looking for fame, but this ain't the way. Not for me, it's not. One day I'll tell you why I started blogging. But today I'm going to tell you how I started tarot. It's very simple, really. I got tired of finding nobody to play cards with me, and there was not one single card game that you could play with by yourself before 10 showed up. That didn't involve solitaire. Solitaire was boring to me. I used to watch my mother play it all the time. I almost snored at the table. She wasn't really my mom, but that's a story for another time. Comment down below, share, I don't care. I'm doing this because for the past few decades, people I knew from the past, it would be like, hey, I heard that this misfortune fell upon you. What happened? And I used to tell them, buy the book. I ain't publishing no damn book. I hate to write. One-on-one telephone conversations, they don't work either. So, here I am. I went to Rondo's. Hey y'all. I saw this black guy behind the counter. It was a candle shop. I love candles. So I went in there. I guess you could say I kind of dabbled in magic a little bit without even realizing it. I'm just thinking, I hope you didn't hear that. But, might be a little hungry. But, I go in there, and oh my God, I see way more than candles. Look at all these lotions, potions, and notions, and I'm like, wow, does this stuff work? I swear I never been approached that way before. And I was insulted enough not to buy anything. I'm thinking, yeah, this stuff works. Why do you think we got so much? Or, it only works if you believe. He told me, get out. Get out? Oh, wait a minute. I just asked to. Like, what? I was so stunned. I was like, I said, what? He said, get out, because if you don't believe it's going to work for you, it ain't, and all you're going to do is waste your money. I felt like it was a reverse robbery. It was like, okay, let's go. I bought my first deck of tarot cards right away, right in there. And other stuff to, help me along with life. Things were not looking good. I might have been cursed, but I didn't think about that. I'm married into witchcraft. Didn't think about that. All I knew was that I wanted a deck of playing cards. I'm a card shark, I'm sorry. Okay? I learned, my mother taught me how to play cards at around the age of 10. I sat in on my first card game while she was on a bathroom break. I wanted for her. I wasn't a hand. So, yeah. Pool, spades. I know a little bit about hearts. Poker. And gin. You don't stand a chance. But anyway, I got this deck, took it home, started playing with it, reading what the cards meant. Like, hell, this is easy. Everything I wanted to know came out. And I was an amateur. They got some better ones to teach you now. Because if you ever buy a deck, the instruction manual is about the size of a religious tract. It don't tell a whole lot. You gotta kind of read and decipher and all of this. So, I really don't like to tell people that I'm a tarot reader. But, it's kind of like the word taser. You know, it's a brand name, but it's also a household name. And that linked to Alaina Cain, and you got me. So, anyway. I did some research. I research everything before I actually dive into it. I do not want to get caught up in something and be like, I didn't know that. That's why I don't touch the Ouija board. Nope. Nope. To me, it's not the same thing. I heard about the remnants of the Ouija board. Ain't no joke. And the stories that I heard were enough for me to stay away from it. Because I didn't ask strangers. I asked long-time friends. Okay? But the tarot card is different. I found out that back before they would use the tell fortunes, they were just made like a regular deck of playing cards. You know those picture cards like Old Maid and shit, you know. I'm thinking they might have played it like Go Fish, and they get this good card, I'm having good luck, or they pull this card and oh no, trouble goes straight, and that's how they figured it out. My theory. But I've gotten so good I can tell your fortune on Uno cards. Alright? I pissed some people off. I did. I didn't care then, and I really don't care now. Let's see. The first person that I told that I was reading tarot cards. She was living with this guy, already had kids. Things were great between them. I do have a question now. Maybe some lady can explain this to me. Why do y'all think that if you have a kid for a man, he's yours forever? Newsflash, honey. Nobody wants to be trapped. I can't even stand to watch Lauren Lake because she is so hard on men, it's ridiculous, but that's another matter. saw that? I saw it too. But, she was like, what'll happen if I give this man a baby? Get a man a baby? Honey, you got 3. He helping you raising them. He loves them like his own. He loves the hell out of you. You sexed him one day, he ain't left you yet. Quit while you ahead. But now, seriously, I want to know. Okay. I'm practicing. Why not? Ask the question. Boom, boom, boom. She's like, well, did you do it? I'm like, yeah. She's like, what is that? I said, don't do it. If anything, instead of strengthening your marriage, it's gonna ruin it. I ain't give her the highs and lows and all that. She got pissed off. Went and did it anyway. They're divorced now. Another dude. We'll just call him Nameless. I didn't even ask him if I could do a reading on him. But when I found out what I found out, what kind of good friend would I be if I didn't want him? Paternity wasn't what he thought. You tripping, girl, you tripping. I know them my kids. 2 to 3. But one of them ain't, and the one that wasn't was the one he adored. Lipstick a little too thick. So, he didn't believe me either. Okay. Somebody didn't like the fact that I was doing them cards. I think I had to buy 3 or maybe 4 decks of the same cards because everybody kept getting rid of them. By the way, that's how you know you're good. Okay. Now, oh, you have got to be kidding me. Thank you, Lord. I love you too. This is so cute. I wish you could see it. But, we send little love messages to each other that way. Me and God. He loves me. He really and truly loves me. Wanna know why? because I'm his favorite. I used to think, don't tell anybody because that'll make them mad. I mean, after all, when it comes to just earthly parents, siblings get into fights about which parent loves them more. Imagine when the Holy Father picks you as his favorite. That would really kick up a dust storm. But guess what? I might as well. I can't get into any more trouble. And you want to know how I came to that conclusion? It worked for his disciple John. For Jesus, why wouldn't it work for me? John was the only one that was a follower of Jesus that actually got to see the end times. I'm sure there were some more survivors. I do. He's the only one that mattered. And I remember Joyce Meyer saying that John didn't even refer to himself. I saw it again. I don't know, was that an angel? Ooh, if it is, all y'all that's been trying to hurt me, maim me, blame me, kill me, I would suggest you stop right now. But Joyce Meyer said that John referred to himself as the disciple whom Jesus loved. Sound a little gay to me, but whatever. So I'm thinking, hey, if John could be bold enough to say all that and go through all the hell that he went through and even survived his successor, what would happen in my life if I kept saying I'm God's favorite? What is that? Faith is the things that are hoped for, the substance of things not seen, something to that effect. But tarot cards, they too iffy for me. Do I walk away from them completely? No. also discovered something called oracle cards. I love oracle cards because they put it out there cut and dry. This is what it is. And unless the oracle card instruction booklet has the meaning of the cards in reverse also, you just read them in the upright. And they do tell the future. Everybody's talking about nobody knows what the future holds. The cards do. And I've even watched some tarot card readers. And they're good also. And some of them have also said, I don't need the cards. I just use them for clarity. That's basically me too. I've been able to see visions since I was about 13. I've always been into magic. Always. Ever since I was even a little girl, honestly. Harry Houdini, David Copperfield, those are my favorites. And don't you just hate it when your hair itch under your wig? Woo! Cool hack, huh? Penetrate, scratch, woo! It's like a bear on a tree. But anyway, I feel so good I lost my train of thought. Oh right, the vision. Okay. I could see things unfolding right in front of me. But like I said, I've always been into magic. I've always been into like card tricks. Big fan of Bewitched. I thought there would be no better TV program about a witch ever. Even so, when I was a little girl, I used to call myself Tabitha. But, when I first heard of the show Charmed, and it was a witch show, I didn't even watch it. Nope. I felt like I would be disloyal to my first and all-time favorite magic show of the world, Bewitched. And then I watched them girls. I'm like, wow! thing that I have definitely learned. Know your opponent. So, I watch these girls. Ooh. Pooh Piper and Phoebe, bad. Ooh, they bad. Lifelong loyal fan of that show. And no doubt about it, you are going to face some demons. But you're going to do that anyway. Might as well be equipped. But I'm going to tell you why I like reading tarot. To me, it's like a map to life. If you know where you've been, you know where you are, and you know where you're going, you got a better chance of getting there. But I'm not in competition with anybody, anywhere, anytime, for anything. That ain't me. But everywhere I look, somebody talking bad about me, or everywhere I look, somebody trying to hurt me, or trying to kill me, trying to rob me. For what? For what? I got a secret that I will never reveal. Anybody who ever heard of me, knew me, heard from me, know this for a fact. If they really think about it. So ain't no sense in telling them, because they already know. Most of them the hard way, but it is what it is. What I don't like about it is that it helps other people around me 10 times better than it actually helps me. I mean, check out my background. Does it look like I'm living in a lap of luxury? So anyway, I started reading these cards. Telling people what I saw. They didn't want to hear it. I sat down and started putting some things together. After I asked a relative, I was like, did anybody in our family ever read tarot cards? And she told me, yeah, a few people. I'm like, why didn't anybody ever tell me? come to find out, not only did I marry into a family of witches, I myself am a bloodline witch. So, being a practitioner is one thing. I was already fascinated and wrapped up in it. But I've always remembered the term, with great power comes great responsibility. And I am very careful about what I do. Don't ask me to cast no kind of spell. If anything, I'll give you references. I'm like this. The same way that I am with people's hair. I don't do nobody else's hair but my own and my family's. That's it. I perform nothing for nobody. Don't ask me. Even though I am in fact a high priestess. People ain't gonna believe this, but I don't care. Two churches stand out in my life. One where I got saved, and one that helps me through life. I watch a great many people. Great many people. Anybody down there in Atlanta, Georgia, struggling? Don't. Go to World Changers with Creflo Dollar. I take back every bad thing I ever thought about that man. He set me and my family up good. Food, clothes, I can't tell you. Maybe I will tell you. The only thing he didn't help us get was housing. A lot more churches need to invest in housing. Damn the building fund. How about using those funds for apartment buildings for your constituents? How about that? I think Stevie J said something about he did that. But he's the only one? Come on now. But that aside, me, my mom, my two little kids. My two little kids had already been down there for a year, so they really shouldn't have had to be without clothes. But that's how my outlaws were, so there you have it. Me and my mom, my 2.5 kids. Oh yeah, I was pregnant. Moved into this apartment that neither one of us could afford alone. And we went. I went to World Changers. They was like, what do you need? I was like, food, clothing. Food storage, warehouse. Clothing storage, house. Really? The dude bought a building. I think it had like maybe about 7 or 8 different rooms in it. I ain't saying bedrooms, but just like 7 or 8 different Thank you, Lord. If you provide it, I receive it. But 7 or 8 rooms, not including attic and basement. They provided the bags. They provided, you might as well say a map, but I think they had more like guides. And every room was for a different member of the family. It was infants, toddlers, young lady, young man, plus size. All of these different rooms had the same kind of clothing in it, the entire room. And they told us, take what you want. And then, when you were about to leave, they're like, that's it? I was like, well, I could use a little more. It's like, go on ahead then. Need somebody to help you carry it out? Yes, I do. Okay. I gotta give it to him for that. But the one thing that I didn't like about him, I don't even know if he's changed. I don't know. All I know is that I so disliked it that I turned into him, making it seem like I always have it so well put together. Damn well I didn't. I don't know if I would call my mom a ghetto snob, but for her, prestige was everything. I got pregnant at the age of 23. Out of high school, which was the deal. In college, doing good for myself. She decided to make up a story about how the condom didn't work. What? I was like, I'm grown. Not only am I old enough to vote, I'm old enough to drink. And you still feel like you gotta make up a story as to how I got pregnant? Why? Because you ain't married. Woman, please. So guess what? She went along with that. Nobody asked me, and I didn't confirm it. I was like, that's her lie, not mine. So guess what? The second time, the condom did break. Fellas, do not panic, okay? All you gotta do, which I think most men don't have to worry about, but all you gotta do is before you take that puppy out the package, flip it over to the back and see the expiration date. Because they do expire. It's funny now. Oh my god. That thing was so ripped up it looked like it went through a paper shredder. But anyway, so when she came back with that same excuse, everybody's like, that's what you said the last time. I'm like, yeah, Mom, that's what you said the last time. She would shoot me one of them looks. I was like, well, I felt that explaining why I got pregnant was very unnecessary, but she always cared about what people thought of her and how she looked to people, and that just wasn't me. I'm putting it out there. I'm a witch. I'm a bloodline witch. I'm an enchantress. I'm an alchemist. You don't know what an alchemist is? Look it up. I'm not going to tell you everything. And I am, in fact, an earth angel. Okay? So, any way you look at it, that's what I am. Okay? And God had been preparing me for it for a long ass time, because whether you write in a song, it's poetry. If you write poetry, it's an incantation. This is what really trips me out about holy rollers, period, but especially the Christian faith. They are the first ones to be like, God don't like you, God gonna banish you, God gonna do this, God gonna do that. Shut up. You high horse riding, holy rolling hypocrite. Because every tool that a witch uses, the church used too. I didn't even know you stopped rotating. Okay. Number one, church uses candles. So the witches. Okay? Number 2. Church people use incense. So the witches. Number 3. Churches encourage prayer petitions. So do we. Number 4. Churches use anointing oils. And so do we. Now, everybody want to talk about around Christmas time the 3 wise men. How you think they got to be so wise? You want to know what the true difference between a prophet and a psychic is? A prophet don't tell you the future for a prophet. Think about that. That's the only difference. So, I personally thank Sheldon Leonard, Constance Birch, David Copperfield, and Harry Houdini. Chris Angel, I've seen ya, but and that one dude that one dude that was doing those cool card tricks on I shouldn't even tell this, but I saw it myself. This one dude, he did a magic card trick. No, he didn't. He didn't even use cards. He used cards on a Mario. One of them used cards on a Mario. This dude didn't need cards. And it made Ryan Henry sit down. And I'm not talking about on a chair or on the couch. He had to sit on the floor and think about it. So magic is out there. Deal with it. There is so much out here going on that science will never be able to explain. Be good, good things happen. Be bad, bad things happen. It's as simple as that. Quit trying to label everything. I got a neighbor, sweetheart, evangelist. Knew her for years, never knew her name, and damn sure never knew her occupation. I told her that I was a witch, and she talks to me. But she hates the word witch. no big deal. I found out that I could spot a witch before I even thought that I ever was a witch. I guess it goes to show that takes one to know one, right? Y'all have a good one. I'm out.